evening all, welcome back to The Dark Zone, and today is mostly just looting, shooting dudes. I don't think there's too much PvP, it's more just exploring the Dark Zone, and having a lot of fun actually. I think just there seems to be a little bit of grind going on at the moment. I'm not too sure what for now I think about it, as I sit here and scratch my very manly beard. I just, don't know why you want to know that, but I just think to myself, hang on, what am I doing this for? And I think the reality is I'm doing it actually to get to level 50 Dark Zone, just so you can at least start buying those blueprints, the gold blueprints with Dark Zone creditos. That seems pretty good. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing it. I've got a pretty good gun. I bought the AK. These aren't the guns you're seeing here. I probably should show that. Oh, hang on. People are down. People are down. I think that at the moment I'm quite enjoying the simple fact that the game is quite a good shooter. I know that's going to sound incredibly simple and droll, but I have had more fun in this game shooting things than I think any other game. It reminded me very much of things like Day of Defeat. In fact, we were talking about that recently. Day of Defeat was something that I used to love. I used to love that old Half-Life 2 mod game. Huge amount of fun actually, lots of things to do. But anyway, there we go. I'm honestly quite also addicted to Phoenix credits at the moment, and I'm not entirely sure why, because I think, just coming back to my original point, I've got the gun that actually is pretty good. So this, oh god, this is old footage as I look at it. This is using my old lightweight M4, which is a purple gun. But nowadays I'm using, and probably actually this is in chronological order, this is slightly out of time, but currently I'm using the Blueprint Black Market AK-74 that you can buy from the tech center. Okay, and you have to craft it yourself. You buy the blueprint and then you craft it yourself. Once you've crafted it a few times, you know, you probably get the various talents that you like. Post in the comments what good talents you think are good. I think I have Ferocious, so that does something, and then I have a Slightly Angry Hipster. That's another talent you've probably not seen, where basically, you know, you basically just look really good and it grows a beard and you wear glasses really quickly, and so on. So these are all kind of talents that you have to keep basically making the gun over and over to get the kind of gun that you want. But to be honest, even the first gun that I did, the AK-74, was better than all the other guns that I have probably on me right now. So there we go. Interesting thought as well is I still haven't seen any good sniper rifles in the Dark Zone. I'm told by Cyrex that basically he's got he's found a few actually. I think he was saying that he's got a Covert SRS gold, which he found in I think a mission. But I haven't seen a single gun that's dropped to me that's a sniper that's gold. So currently I'm still using this kind of first wave M1A. All interesting gun stuff, I know. Oh god, that was close, almost shot a dude. So I think generally, oh look, rogues passing us, interesting. I think at the moment there's certainly plenty to be getting on with, and I think at the moment that the majority of people just seem to be tailoring the gear. That seems to be the number one thing to do. A lot of people grinding Phoenix credits. It's pretty sad actually, because it kind of bothers me that that's become a bit of a thing. So, you know, I can understand people looking for exploits on the old Phoenix credits. Oh god, there's a grenade. Oh god, there's a grenade. Boom. Good start. Well, thank god for the bags, eh? So there we go. This is like one of the probably the biggest perils of of this thing. So I'm trying to get these dudes up. Look at me being nice. Actually, I'm not a complete douche. I'm trying to get these guys up, trying to help them. You know, I don't know who they are. They're just extracting with us. I think that's kind of a nice thing. I like the fact that sometimes you can have. Oh god, look at that! They crept up on me. So you can have these kind of moments where you know you get good times basically. Now, interesting point on mechanics. It says extraction successful, but it doesn't tell me what I extracted. In fact, if I look on my back, I'm still carrying my stuff. So I don't think I got my stuff out. Is that right? I'll have to try and understand the mechanics a bit more, because I would like to know how they work. Because I think generally the thought process is that you have to stay awake, you know, up all the way through the extraction process, or it doesn't happen. I think. So yeah, I don't know. Post in the comments, let me know. I think as well the simple fact that there's lots of glitches in the game are just very prevalent at the moment. That one we mentioned in the last video about what was it, the shield mask recharge bug or something like that. What a douchey exploit to use. I mean, I know people would just do whatever they can to win because that's life, but Oh my god, seriously? Seriously, bro? I mean that just seems so extreme that people are doing that. That should have been like game taken offline and patched immediately, because you can just charge around the dark zone with basically perma insta revive health, if that makes sense. There we go. The other one is obviously that horrible, horrible one where basically you could go and kill the Bullet King. I think it was the Bullet King over and over, and then so you'd kill him, then you'd kill yourself, and then you'd respawn in the safe house, run outside. Oh look, there he is again. You kill him again. So basically every like 2-3 minutes you could get 3 Phoenix credits. 3, literally 3. So if you find yourself playing a game where you're basically just sat there, farming an exploit, I would look deeply at your life, because that's not a good thing. I try to explain it. Let me just get my argument out before you mash angrily the keyboard about what a douchebag I am. The point is that you buy a game, you spend your money. I mean, let's face it, you didn't get this game free. You bought it because you wanted to be entertained by it. So therefore, surely part of the entertainment of the game is letting the game give you and show you what it's got. As it hitches its skirt suggestively and naughtily, you can then enjoy the process. Now, if a stripper came on stage and literally just went from fully clothed to bam, clothes just immediately sucked off her, and then there you go, that's it, you've got it, then you'd be a bit like, well, not sure I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, you're getting gratification because obviously, for the obvious reasons, but you're not necessarily enjoying the process the way it's meant to be. Okay, so just bear that in mind. I think that's the pros. For me, I don't want to do an exploit where I get 100 Phoenix credit or 1,000,000 Phoenix credit, because then I've no longer got anything left to do with the game to get Phoenix credit. It's not a chore to me. It's part of the game. So why would you do that? Doing one of these challenging missions is fun, because that's the point of doing a challenging mission, is that it tests you. So maybe it's it depends. Are you enjoying the process? Or are you just enjoying the end result? If you just enjoy the end result, then what I'd suggest you do is just keep scanning the forums, find the exploits, and one guy found it. I have to tell you this. The guy basically found this exploit. I won't say who it is. And he all of a sudden was able to get hundreds and hundreds of Phoenix coins. He bought everything in the shops. He bought everything that he could get. And now he's bored, and now he doesn't play the game anymore. Okay, so in his mind, ha ha ha, I won, I beat the division. In our minds, thank God that fucker's gone. And that's my opinion of the whole thing. I'm grateful that this game can give these little exploits to get the fuckers out the game. Because I just think if you're going to do that, then you're obviously not actually really enjoying the game. It's just something for you to beat. You're not enjoying the process, you're just enjoying the end result. And that's kind of stupid. I bet if you're one of those people, you're probably an absolutely shit lover, because for you, it's just about that end result. That's all I'll say on the matter. I get a bit ragey about this, because for me, you should enjoy the process. Anyway, there we go. So I think generally the game is a lot of fun. There's a huge amount to do, and I would stress that that it's nice to have that freedom of a game. I used to play EVE Online for far too much time of my life, and the nice thing about that game is you could log on and decide what you wanted to do. It wasn't like Dust, where basically the only thing you could do would be fight A or fight B, and that's it. You basically would just have these two doors that you'd think, well, maybe I do this or maybe I do that. In this game, you do have that ability to go and hunt intel. You can just go and look at the echoes. You can go and enjoy the scenery. Some of the level design in this game is second to none, because there is just some incredible areas that just made me go, holy shit, what am I seeing here? And I think any game that does that, where you actually can become, quote, a game tourist, is a wonderful thing. I really, really do believe that. So you can then come into the Dark Zone, you can go to your missions, you can do all these things. And one of the biggest things I quite enjoy, because I'm a bit of a nerd, I guess, is that I actually quite enjoy sitting just doing stat stuff on the gear. So looking at all of the kind of things that I've picked up so far, all of the golds and purples that I've still got, and looking at it and saying, well, can I get a few more points here, or what's the perks on that, and just sort of just tailoring your kit a little bit. Now, I know it's kind of boring to a lot of people, but I think actually it's quite a lot of fun to sort of do the numbers and say, well, look, okay, this could mean this. So an example here is scavenging. If you go into the dark zone, you probably want a very high scavenging score because that gives you potentially more loot. I'm not sure it does, but maybe we put that one to the test. But I think generally that's the kind of thing that I'm interested in as well. So to me, it's a huge sprawling game. I do hope some DLC comes soon. There is incursions apparently coming. I don't know what they are, but they sound rather fun. There are a few gripes with the game. So for example, number one, why can't we go into the Empire State Building? The Empire State Building is right in the middle of the DZ. And it's in the DZ2, so it's in an accessible DZ. It's one of the most iconic buildings in the world. You can run around the bloody thing, but why can't you go in it? What the hell is that? That is wrong. That is crazy. There should be the ability to get into the Empire State. There could be many issues with that. It could be copyright issues. It could be, quite frankly, a massive legal issue that if you get into a building and fight through a building, blah, blah, maybe that's a bit insensitive. I don't know. But either way, I think that was a massive own goal. And there's more. The other one is Grand Central Station, one of the most iconic stations in the world. It's actually pretty impressive. When I was stood in the middle of it myself, I was ready to go, well, this is shit, but no, actually it was very good. And the only landmark they've put in that's maybe worth a shit is Times Square, which again, Times Square in real life is actually pretty disappointing. It's like Piccadilly Circus. You see it on the movies. Every time they cut to London, they show Piccadilly Circus. If you've ever stood in the middle of Piccadilly Circus, it's tiny. It's a great big traffic junction. That's really all it is. And it's bloody awful. So I think they've got a few landmarks in, but it would be nice if they had an incursion, for example, into the Empire State Building. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be pretty awesome, I think. Maybe also opening up Grand Central Station would be good. Maybe, just thinking, if they're having an underground expansion, that's the way to do it. Grand Central then opens up into all the underground network there. So that could be pretty cool if they actually are doing that. Fingers crossed. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed that. We will see you next time.